I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 25. Hi, how you doing everybody? The name is Wattles. So lately, from hints to leaks, it's been all about Minecraft 1.21. But did you know, there's a lot more to life. Even more specifically, there's a lot more to life soon. Over the course of today's video, we're gonna take a look at 25 things coming to Minecraft before the 1.21 update. Let's go. To kick off our deep dive into the updates that are coming soon, first things first is over to the tutorial world. More specifically, it's over to this little beauty right here. So look, there's a lot of great changes that we're going to talk about today, but to be honest, if you're a farmer, this is maybe one of the best ones. Did you know, ever since Minecraft 1.17, 3 years ago, iron farms have actually been a little bit slower than they're supposed to be. Of course, the iron farm is one of the most helpful farms in all of Minecraft, and very soon, they'll be speeding up by 5 seconds. Oh, okay, 5 seconds. Look, if you're not into farming, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you are into farming, well, an iron golem being spawned every 30 seconds instead of every 35 seconds, well, you would know over time that's going to add up a lot. For today's video, some of these updates are Minecraft Java 1, some are Bedrock, and some are both. Our next update is a gigantic upgrade and involves the Wandering Trader. It also only involves Minecraft Bedrock Edition, because Java's had it since June. Wandering Trader, despicable vile scum of the earth. That is, unless you don't have a single cherry blossom biome within a 500 block circle radius. Then it might be your friend. In a change that has existed in Minecraft Java since the drop of Trails and Tails, the Wandering Trader will soon be able to sell you a cherry sapling, one single one, for the hot price of 5 emeralds. Alright. Oh, that's enough of you. The Camel, technically speaking, one of the Minecraft 1.20 mobs. You ever wonder what would happen if you took this thing to the nether? But maybe even more specifically, what if we say took the Camel over to the nether and then moved near the Crimson Forest biome? Of course, inside of the Crimson Forest biome, we can expect to find a whole ton of hoglin. Maybe they'll care about me, maybe they don't care. If I could somehow get the attention of these hoglins and then maybe draw them out into the open where it's a little bit more safe. Well, ever since the release of 1.20, even though I'm very clearly much higher than the hoglin, they will still be able to hit me. Same thing with the zombified variant too. But very soon, in an amazing change for easy, simple, overpowered farms, you'll be able to move a camel into the nether and actually sit clean on top of this thing, 100% safe, and farm hoglins all day long. This change low-key actually makes the camel even better than it already was. Alright, so I gotta be honest, this one did kind of floor me because you see, it's not every single day that Minecraft to Java is the one missing a game rule. Game rule limited crafting or do. Never mind, I take it back, we're not missing it. By default, the limited crafting game rule is set to false. If we modify this and set to true, well, if we modify it and set it to true, if we haven't unlocked a recipe quite yet, we're not gonna be able to craft it, which... Look, I'll admit the game rule is a little bit confusing because as soon as you pick something up, you unlock all of the recipes. But long story short here, if you haven't picked something up and haven't unlocked the recipe, you're not able to craft it. And that's coming to Bedrock very soon. Alright, so for this next one right here, I want to pop up that Wake Up Babe meme. You know the one, Wake Up Babe, a brand new Minecraft MLG just dropped. And so all the time, I find myself in this situation where I'm wandering around inside of my overworld, just looking at the things that I built off in the distance. Then all of a sudden, I'm teleported 300 blocks in the air. Typically, it would go something like this. I fall to the ground and splat. It's not good. But very soon, everything will be changing because for the first time in years, chorus fruit is going to work how it's actually meant to work. If you ever find yourself falling at a high height, all you need to do is eat chorus fruit. It'll send you right back to the nearest ground with no damage. And even better for this MLG, quite literally everybody can pull it off. As long as you finish eating the chorus fruit before you hit the ground, it'll work flawlessly. Every time. And just like that, 5 out of the 25 today, done. They're in the books. I want to play a little game. If you know your Minecraft updates, down below, drop one update that you're excited for that'll come to the game before 1.21. If you don't know your updates, what should come to the game soon? You let me know. Yeah, villagers schmillagers. Very soon, villagers will be changing in gigantic ways. That is, if they haven't abandoned the updates. Abandoned updates or not though, 100% this next update will be coming to the game soon. So step number 1 is find our most favorite villager in the entire world. After we pull that off, we need to lock in one of these trades, so say something like that. Then it's time to introduce a zombie to my poor and dear friend. We show the villager the zombie does an unfortunate, sad, terrible thing. After that, eventually my villager gets a little bit sick and looks like the other one, but it's no big deal. We hit it with a little bit of weakness, we give it an apple, and then we give it a little bit of time. Now to speed this process up, over here I've already taken care of this. I have a keyword villager. I had a keyword villager. So this one's all about cycle discounting, an amazing mechanic that's been in the game since like Minecraft 1.14. If you've got a trade that you're all out going crazy, obsessed over, like this one right here, but you want it cheaper, all you had to do is show the villager a zombie a couple times, basically turn it into a zombie villager and repeat. Go through that process a small handful of times and eventually you end up with a price that is quite literally at Bedrock. 1 emerald for every trade. Long story short, I guess the devs don't consider that quite fair. The mechanic will be leaving the game forever. You can only discount them once. Moving on, next change. It's time, my friends, to do a little bit of farming, which means this change is the change that I'm actually kind of excited about, even though, to be honest, it doesn't change that much. So let's say I want to make a small bee farm. You know how it goes. In the olden days, I would begin setting up my bee farm, then scour the entire world for a single flower that I could place down on the ground at the bottom of my bee farm. But that's the old way of doing things. Forget about that. What if I told you now, you put a block on the ceiling, you break that out, you put spore blossom, you put bee inside of it, and then you let the bee go to town? Would you believe that it works? I mean, look at this guy. How could you hate on him? It's so enthralling. Next up, we've got a big boy. A mysterious big boy. Unless they go ahead and add this to Minecraft Bedrock Edition right after I finish recording this video, combat. What if I told you that the combat update, it's kind of actually here? And a pretty big change that'll make it to the game in 1.20.2, combat is changing for the first time in literally years. These combat changes, the updates, have to do with mob reach. For example, in Minecraft 1.20, 1.20.1, you test it out. Tower up a block and a half, stare at an enderman, and it won't be able to hit you. But that's not the case here. Another beautiful change, kind of related to all this combat stuff, well, it kind of makes the horse like the camel. For this one, let's say we had a short baby mob, you know, like the baby husk, then I get on top of a horse. Well, basically, because I'm sitting higher than the bounding box of this mob, or theoretically, if I was below this mob, the mob won't be able to hit me. And that's just the start of it. To be honest, there's a lot more to these combat changes. For more on the combat changes, check out the snapshot videos. Hopefully, they'll make it to Bedrock soon. I'm sure they will. So we've been showing Java some mad love for a minute. Let's slide over to Minecraft Bedrock Edition to, oh, it's beautiful. The menus. Minecraft to Bedrock Edition, these menus, oh, they're coming soon. And they're going to be so stunning looking once they hit the game. Like we talked about before, don't get me wrong, there are some things that need to be worked out, some small kinks in the whole system here. But overall, this is so clean looking. These new menu updates are just the latest round of a total overhaul that'll eventually make it to Minecraft Bedrock. Like a millennial would say or something, I guess. Merp. I am random. Yeah, so on Minecraft Java, things are going to get really random really soon, as in a brand new command. This command is potentially pretty useful for gamers out there. If I set the command up something like that and go ahead and roll it a couple times, I'm going to get random values in between whatever range I set. In between 1 and 96, not a big deal. Look at that. We got a 2. Roll it again. I guess I got a 2 again. For this one, the devs have essentially added a random number generator straight into Minecraft. Next up, we've got another change that is 100% gigantic, 100% coming to the game soon, and honestly, maybe the biggest game changer out of all of them today. Very famously, Minecraft 1.20 added a bunch of new uses for diamonds in the form of duplicating armor trim. And speaking of diamonds, head anywhere into the deepest depths of your world, like anywhere deep slate range, and you're gonna be so happy. So this is a change I've been exploring quite a bit on my own inside of my own test worlds, and this is actually pretty crazy. Inside of Minecraft 1.20.2 and probably 1.20.30 or something, diamonds are going to be 1,000,000 trillion times easier to find. This is actually going to greatly shake up the whole diamond finding meta inside of your worlds. Like, look at this cave right here, just a random big one that I found. There's so many diamonds down here. It's actually kind of crazy. It's a beautiful change. Keep your eyes out for more on this from me soon. If you're a fan, or I suppose even enemy of multiplayer Minecraft, then you know how annoying sleeping can be on a server. Without game rule player sleeping percentage, 100% of the players on a server at any given nighttime are going to need to jump into a bed and sleep. But that's where player sleeping percentage comes in. So this one is really nice. By default, it's set to 100, but if I go ahead and say bump it down to 50 and I had 4 people on my realm, then only 2 of them need to jump into a bed to sleep. If I set this value to say 1, then only 1 person would need to jump into a bed to sleep. Or if I'm up for a challenge and I set this value to anything over 100, like including 1000, then never will you be able to skip nighttime again. The player sleeping percentage game rule is a brand new addition to Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and one of the best ones in years. Alright, so lads, laddies, legends, we got a little bit of a disclaimer with this one. Technically speaking, this change is fully experimental. Like, it's not necessarily ever going to come to the game. It could be canceled. But I doubt that to be the case. The Wandering Trader. Everybody knows right now is good for 2 things, and they're both leads. The least controversial part of proposed villager updates have to do with the Wandering Trader. If the proposed wandering trader changes make it into the game eventually, not only will prices get better, but trades will get a little bit better too. Like, check that out. You can buy some logs with a trader. Also, we got some new purchases coming into the game for lore reasons. I mean, think about the wandering trader and what it does at nighttime for a second. Every nighttime, it drinks invisibility and goes away. Without having proper potion ingredients, how in the world does it? And back at daytime, how in the world does it drink a bucket of milk? Hopefully very soon, the wandering trader will not only be useful for leads. Next up, I ask you about a small favor. Other than absolutely annihilating that like button, I need you to be the most keen of observers here. I'm inside of a world, and right now, the most recent command that I ran is time set day. After that, I scroll up a little bit, I got midnight, and then I got this, that disgusting command, I can't say it here. What would happen if I say, left this world? After that, I go ahead and queue up a completely random, different world, and check this out. If I go into chat and start hitting up, I've got command memory. And to not just any command memory of the 50 most recent commands that I've used. Next up, a little bit of a disclaimer again. Just like the beautiful wandering trader changes we just talked about, we got some changes that are technically experimental. You never know if these changes actually make it into the game. In fact, I can almost guarantee that they'll be changed in some way right now. But at least for now, let's call this Mending nerfs. No matter what form it ends up taking by the time it actually makes it into the game, it seems that before Minecraft 1.21, the devs are trying to rebalance the mending trade. As in, like, and make it a little bit more difficult to get. The devs hate the idea of being able to reroll librarian villagers and see mending on that very first trade. Are these changes good or are they bad? Well, for an answer to that one, check out this video next. I did a deep dive on it, but long story short, we got biome linked villager trades. Right now, librarian villagers are going to offer up different enchantments to purchase based off of the outfits that they're wearing. Directly related to these mending nerfs, we also have the removal of some interesting villager traits. Like, this one kind of has me wondering why. Like, why in the world do they not want us to get any trident enchantments, crossbow enchantments, or fishing rod enchantments from the villager? Yeah. So if these changes make it into the game how they are before 1.21, well, it'll be literally impossible to get the multi-shot enchantment, the lure enchantment, or even the channeling enchantment from a librarian villager. Given the fact that trades right now are proposed to be biome linked and every single biome villager has a total of 3 different options. I mean, like, look, I know there are multiple enchantments for all of these tools, but I don't know about you, but this seems like the perfect opportunity for meadow villagers. Next up, take a seat because this one will floor you. What if I told you there's been a secret change that I've been showing you for the entire duration of this video? Like so far. And I bet you didn't even notice. Also, what if I told you that if you've been playing Minecraft for, say, 5 to 7 years, something like that, well, you've never been playing Minecraft the right way. The hotbar, check it out, down at the bottom of the screen. And does it look a little bit different to you? Because if it doesn't, then clearly you don't play Minecraft. And for the very first time in literally years, the hotbar is going to be fully on the screen. Game changing, I know. Where this becomes most noticeable is when you're selecting something. If you scroll around on the hotbar and check out the slot that you're selecting, well, the slot is like fully selected on the top and the bottom now. Well, lads, the day is here, or at least almost. Officially, Minecraft Bedrock Edition has shaders. Even more fascinatingly, perhaps, these shaders are fully built into the vanilla game. That means no Optifine, no other Optifine spin-offs, nothing like that. 100%. This is going to be one of those features that is in development for like months on months here. But very soon, it'll at least be coming to the game in the form of an experiment. Once this hits the game, you'll get a brand new section of the menu right here with these new options. Find your favorite shader pack, drop into the game for free, and then poof, magically look at this thing. It looks so stunningly beautiful. It like looks so great. The lighting, you can do colored lighting, you can do beautiful water, you can do sunsets, blooms, and even more. I'm so jealous. Next up, and a change that quite literally everybody is asking for, so the devs decided to go ahead and add it to the game, interactions reported. Very soon, your skin, it could get you banned. Introduced in Minecraft Snapshot 23W33A over at Minecraft Java, soon you'll be able to report bad skins and bad names. According to the changelog itself, if it's found that your skin is bad, the devs will, by hand, remove your skin. Next up, tragically, a change that was already meant to be here, like weeks ago, but unfortunately isn't. The trapdoor, Minecraft Bedrock Edition. We hit this, we open it, and now officially crawling will be fully supported inside of Minecraft. That means you'll be able to combine this with a little bit of swift sneak leggings and, like, crawl mine really quickly for those new diamonds. This could also mean, depending on how you want to do things, one of the coolest secret entrances to a base ever. There's honestly a whole long list of things that you can do with crawling, and it's pretty exciting that finally it'll be added to Minecraft Bedrock. Only like 5 years after Java. Not bad. So a little bit earlier on in today's video, you may recall we were over in the nether. What if we just, what if we went back? But even more specifically, what if we went back over to the nether, found a piglin, and gave the piglin the gold ingot? Did a little bit of bartering, you know? Well, actually, just like with iron farms, bartering was a little bit slower than it was meant to be. In the speedrunning community, the totally legit one that always gets ender pearls. Yeah, in the speedrunning community, this is probably a relatively big change. Also, in the farming community, like automatic barter farm, they're gonna run a little bit faster in the next update. Right now, for this next change, it's a little bit mysterious. We don't know the long-term hints at what's going on here. However, this change, I have a feeling this is going to be significant later on. So if I go ahead and raise my random tick speed from 3 all the way up to 3,000, something insanely absurd. Then while inside of a biome that it snows inside of, I go ahead and make it snow. Look at the land right there. This stuff is actually affected by the random tick speed game rule now. And not just snow layers, but actually also the creation of ice as well. It's affected by the random tick speed game rule. It never was before. Perhaps even more intriguingly, this seems like a relatively minor change, but it was already made on both Minecraft to Java and Minecraft to Bedrock. It's almost like they're setting up for something. Look, for this one, only time will be able to show us for sure what this all could potentially mean for the future. But I feel like this might be big. The second to last year, a brand new, smoother experience is coming to Minecraft to Bedrock near you. That is, if you play on Windows, that is. Down here, we got a brand new toggle, improved input response. Turn that toggle on with VSync and check out your game. At least to me, as long as I'm not crazy, it definitely feels to run a whole lot smoother. And here we are, change number 25. For this last one, we're gonna go ahead and rack that total up to over 200, so like 225. I didn't want to end on such a small note. Look at all of these blocks right here. This big long list that is scrolling on screen, well, these are all blocks that are changing in the next Minecraft to Bedrock Edition update. The update will probably be 1.20.30, but with their track record of 1.20.20, I guess you never know. Now the changes that will be changing and taking place here, they have to do with either block breaking speed or block explosions. Some blocks, like the entire Deep Slate family, are going to be a whole lot more difficult to explode. Meanwhile, some other blocks, like say rails or bamboo, might be quicker or longer to break. And so friends, that dozen out of the many changes that'll 100% make it to the game before 1.21, those are 25 of them. Out of the changes we talked about today, which one is your favorite? Let me know down below. Smash like and subscribe. Big shout out Patreon gang, Archangel, Ground Crazy May, Medical Boomstick, Swoopy Louvers, Noodle Pork, and Bill W. You're the best. For bonus videos and world downloads, tap the join button. Thank you all for watching. It's been me, Wattles. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.